Good morning. I have two quick things to show you this morning. I have this on my skin. This is SOS Mist from Tower 28. I've actually got SPF over it, so it's gone nice and shiny. But the thing that this does for me that I love is a few things. Keeps my skin squeaky clean. It makes me not break out ever. Of course, that can still happen, but it keeps my skin really clean. It's hypochlorous acid, and hypochlorous acid, you're welcome to Google it, but it's essentially like a skin-safe version of like a chlorine. The ingredients are ionized water, sodium magnesium, fluorosilicate, sodium chloride, hypochlorous acid, and it just makes my skin when I put it on kind of go like tight, which I love when I'm about to do some makeup because it makes me more excited to do my makeup when I feel like I just had a mini facial. And that's what this makes me feel like. I also yesterday thought I was getting a teeny tiny cold sore here on the lip. I get cold sores every now and again when I'm stressed or run down, and I was putting it on all day, and whatever it was has disappeared today. And it didn't seem like a pimple because it was right here. You can't really see it, but anyway. Yeah, it's great. Where's my eyebrow gel? On top of that, I've applied a little bit of this SPF, the green, the Better Screen UV serum from Kiehl's. I really like it for its sort of very lightweight texture. I've linked it in my Shop My, which is my affiliate link page where you can see all of the products that I use on a regular basis. All right, so back to it. Brow gel. I really like this brow gel a lot. This is the Nabla Lift and Fix. I like a lot from Nabla. It's an Italian brand. I think Italian cosmetics are some of my favorites from a powder perspective. Powders from Italy are amazing. I actually really want to go there sometime, potentially this year or next, and develop some sort of powders for KJH brand. So I'm going to use Glossier's Boy Brow Arch in Cool Brown. I can wear like 4 shades of this, which is really great. And I'm just sort of doing like a slim brow today. It's just such a great little pencil. I haven't sharpened this, but just for anybody that doesn't know, you can sharpen it on the cap. So the cap that covers the spoolie has this like flat side, which allows for you to, if you shape this down to basically nothing coming out, you can use the cap to sort of shape up your... I was doing it wrong. I was kind of flicking off the edge, but that actually creates a harder edge on the product and makes it get a bit flaky. This is much better, just shaving it on the edge. So yeah, I love this product. It's great. It comes in 9 shades. I can't recommend it enough. It's just really easy. It's a pomade, so it's not like a powder. It's not like a pencil. It's kind of like a wax in a poured stick, which, because it is a pomade, you are going to want to go quite light and not put too much pressure, because that will impact and transfer lots of product. If you don't want lots of product, you just want to make sure to press really light. A little hack actually is the closer you hold a product to the top, I find the harder I press. If I hold it further down, I get a much lighter feathery application because I've almost got less control of the product, which therefore makes me press less hard. So maybe that will work for you. But I'm really enjoying like a slim, straight brow these days. I like the sort of slight androgynous, edgy look it gives me. And I think I'm obsessed with like that sort of, you know, that makeup look that is very much from the 90s. It's very much having its moment again. Charlie XCX, Gabriette, all those kind of girls that have that sort of slightly severe but really pretty vibe. Like to their makeup, it's like quite, you know, like it's quite to the point, it's quite precise, it's quite like grey and taupey. I'm into it. And a skinny brow suits that vibe quite well. Can't show you what foundation I'm about to put on, but it is amazing. I got this when I was in London from a brand, and the shade wasn't quite right because I was paler. I got a little bit of a tan, and now it is perfect, and it is the glowiest, but also has the perfect amount of coverage. It's coming out, I think, in September. This is the consistency. It has a very mild scent, which I like. I don't necessarily mind a tiny bit of fragrance in a product, but not overpowering. Like I wouldn't want my foundation or concealers to smell like perfume. This one just has a light sort of smell of joy. So I'm applying it with the number 8. No, it's not number 8. This is the number, I don't actually know the number yet. This is one of the Spectrum brushes that's coming. It's kind of like a denser version of a number 8 and a smaller version of a number 2 if they kind of were combined. It's a great little brush. So I'm really excited for these restocking. I think they actually might be restocking on my birthday on the 19th of October. I'll be in London then, just after the Royal Albert Hall gig, with my favourite. And maybe I'll go celebrate my birthday in Italy or something. This pencil, I think, is what I had on in my Glossier video with the brow moment of the previous feed. Anywhere Caffeine, oh, the previous video that I posted. Anywhere Caffeine in the extreme version from Makeup Forever. I think this is what I had on. With a little bit of a pinkiness in the middle. I actually really like Anywhere Caffeine in this longer wear formula. I think it's quite gorgeous. Now, I'm not doing anything other than just sharpening the pencil and going in again at the edge to darken it, because the more that you layer it, the darker it will get, as well as give it more precise border. It's a very, very nice pencil. What did I say it was? Anywhere Caffeine in Extreme. And these extreme ones are, I think, exclusively for the lips. I'm going to put on a little bit of the next product that drops by KGH brand. This is a lip and cheek stick. I'm just going to sort of smear it on and stipple it onto the lip. And you can really create a soft kind of hazy colour, or you can have it opaque and bold. And it's quite a powdery texture, which I wanted because I wanted it almost to be a unique formula that I'd never seen before. And I also wanted it to be somewhat customizable with your serum. So the serum that you got with your Hyper Shine Highlight Kits mixes beautifully with this, almost does what I've got going on my skin. So if you've got a very emollient skin prep from, you know, skincare, SPFs, or you're just naturally oily, it will do this with you anyway. If you've got a drier skin texture, it's nice to mix in with a little bit of something to get it sliding. Or you just might want that more sort of soft, fluffy, smudged, powdery look. It's very, very unique of a texture, and I really can't wait to see what people think about it, and if they like it, and then if they love it, we will be so happy. So I'm going to use the yellow shade of powder from Tower 28. This is called Balboa Banana. I'm this shiny, not from the foundation, but sort of also from the foundation, but mainly from my SPF. So I'm going to take this AA01 brush and Refa, and I'm just going to stipple this powder all around the areas that I want to control the shine on the face. This powder comes out, I think, on the 14th of August. It is so bloody amazing. I love it so much. This is the yellow, and there's also a pink one. I actually thought I liked the pink the most, but I think I like the yellow the most, because I typically couldn't ever wear a yellow powder because they were always super yellow on me. But this is like the perfect, like, just brightening shade. But here's my before and after. It's very like oil control. It's talc free. It has this like velvety texture. Like, watch when I tap my lip with it. Like, you can see really well what the finish of it is over a lip color for over a lip, sometimes more than the skin, because the color difference shows up more. But this stays like this all day long. It's like I haven't found myself reaching for touch-up stuff when I use this powder. It's wonderful. And then finally, just before I finish up, I don't think I want to do mascara today. I kind of am enjoying this like no mascara moment. I'm using this powder, Italian powder from Nabla. It's called Soft Revenge, the skin bronzing powder from Nabla in Soft Revenge. And I love it with this angled brush, number 5 by KJH and Spectrum. And just popping it on just to add a little bit of contrast at the hairline. I like to sort of make the center of the face quite, not bright, not overly bright, but just sort of, you know, brighter. And then the perimeter, the eyelids, a little bit of bronzer is always quite nice. And this is just such a delicate touch bronzer. Like, you don't ever get too much payoff, which is kind of what I love so much about it, and all of their powders actually. And on the topic of these powders, this is one of my favorite blush powders of all time. This is Independence Skin Glazing Powder. I'm just going to use the same brush because it's fine to do so. And I'm just going to pop that right over my blush, and you can see it gives it like this sort of radiance because it is a pearly shimmery powder. Like, it's literal shine. You can put it over the lips if you want to. You can feel it. You can tell there's a powder on your face or on your mouth or on your cheeks, but it's worth it. The sort of dewiness and the shine comes back, and you just have this lovely sort of almost I've been in the sun for a tiny bit too long kind of look. So many people are going to say I've got too much blush on, but I don't care. I love it. Have a great weekend, everybody.